On the morning of June 18, 2021, Iowa State Police received a chilling 911 call from a woman named Karina Cooper. She told the dispatcher that someone had broken into her home and shot her husband.
Where's the guy with the gunshot? My brother in the living room. With the other deputy? No.
Inside the house, they found 42-year-old Ryan Cooper and killed, lying on the couch in his own living room.
Why don't somebody help me? Put her in your truck.
In today's case, we're not dealing with a monster hiding in the shadows, but with a skilled actor, someone hiding behind the role of the victim, forgetting that lies never stay buried forever. Before we dive in, if you're into true crime and deep dive investigations, make sure to subscribe and leave a like. Now, let's get into it. Ryan Roy Cooper was born on June 1, 1979, and spent his entire life in Traer, Iowa. He graduated from North Tama High School in 1998, and right after that, he went straight to work on his family's farm. Ryan was known as a hard-working farmer, truck driver, and cattle producer. His sister Michelle also worked on the farm alongside his brother Aaron, who was both a farmer and a firefighter. In 2006, Ryan met Karina Alpers, who was 29 years old at the time. They fell deeply in love, and in 2009, they got married. Together they had 3 children, Kate, Cable, and Cortland. Karina worked at a hair salon and also ran her own business called Karina's Lasting Impressions. She had plans to open her own shop on the farm, offering hair services, lashes, and more. To friends and family, Ryan and Karina looked like the perfect couple. They went on trips, camping vacations, and spent time with friends. Ryan's friends even described Karina as a sister to them. And of course, like any couple, they had disagreements. Some financial struggles here and there, but nothing seemed dangerous or relation ending. Their family appeared happy and stable. Ryan was a devoted father and a loving husband. His work was physically exhausting, so exhausting that many nights he'd come home and fall asleep right on the couch in the living room, only to wake up and do it all over again the next day. He never complained. All he wanted was to be there for his kids. Everything seemed fine until the night that changed everything. Just after midnight on June 18, 2021, Karina woke up to a strange noise inside the house. She wasn't sure what it was, but decided to get up and check. She walked downstairs to the living room where Ryan usually slept on the couch. At first, she didn't see anything. The room was dark. She checked the kitchen. Everything looked normal. But when she returned to the living room and turned on the light, she froze. It was everywhere. Karina screamed. The noise woke the children who came downstairs. She rushed them away, hit them, then back and tried to help Ryan, but it was already too late. She called Ryan's brother Aaron, a firefighter who lived nearby. Then she called 911.
What is going on?
My husband is shot! There's blood all over him! Oh, no, somebody's here! My kids are here! Kate, lock the door!
Police arrived within 7 minutes. They found Karina completely distraught, and Aaron Cooper already at the scene.
Are you a firefighter? What happened?
Where's the ambulance?
Where's the guy that got shot?
My brother in the living room.
With the other deputy?
No.
Inside, Ryan Cooper was lying on the couch, twice in the face. He was already dead.
William, put her in your,
Why did somebody help me now?
put her in your truck.
The shop.
Huh?
Or you can put her in the shop.
Right here?
No,
Oh, is that your brother in there? Is that what you said? You already go in there? Does he have any problem? Mental health problem?
Investigators immediately began collecting evidence, but something didn't add up. There were no signs of forced entry, no broken doors, no broken windows. There were no foreign DNA in the house. Ryan appeared to have been asleep when he was shot. Near his body, investigators found one spent shell casing. Aaron Cooper had brought a firearm with him just in case the killer was still inside the house. For a moment, investigators considered him a suspect, but ballistics quickly ruled him out. The bullet did not match his weapon. With no first entry and no immediate suspect, investigators returned to interview Karina, the children, and Aaron again.
I got up and I peeked in the living room and he was laying there, and I went to the kitchen and turned the light on in the living room, and then
Okay.
I looked in there first before I went to the kitchen, and it looked like he was sleeping.
Okay.
I just went over and snore. It just looked like he was sleeping.
Okay.
And then I walked up to him and I just put their blood like everywhere. Like a lot.
So you said you thought that maybe somebody was in the house? Did you hear any other sounds or commotions or anything other than the one that woke you up?
No, nothing.
Like,
Cars go by all time of the night, and I didn't see it. I looked out the kitchen window, I didn't see anything.
okay. No sounds of like the front door slamming shut or
No,
anyone running down your deck or down your steps or anything like that?
no, nothing.
One of the questions I have is, do you know anyone that would have any reason to hurt him?
No,
Has he had any issues with anybody?
no, nobody. He doesn't hurt anyone.
Okay.
Still nothing. Ryan had no known enemies, no threats, no ongoing conflicts. There were no signs of struggle. Even the family dog didn't bark that night. It appeared the killer knew the house and slipped in quietly, Ryan, and vanished without a trace. But one detail kept pulling investigators back to the same person, Karina Cooper. During questioning, Aaron mentioned something important. He told investigators that Ryan and Karina had been arguing after Ryan discovered Snapchat messages between Karina and a man named Houston Danker. Houston Danker was 21 years old when he met Karina. He worked at Liquid Grow and had 2 children on his own. Houston was a client at Karina's salon. He used to cut his hair until he suddenly stopped coming around. This was a small town, and rumors spread fast, as you know. Soon people were whispering that Karina and Houston were having an affair, so investigators brought Karina in again.
Whatever's happening between you and your husband, whatever the issues are, okay?
There are no issues. There are no issues. Because my husband sleeps in a chair in the living room?
I'm not saying that.
Because rumors flew last fall that I was sleeping with some kid that he even said was ridiculous and apologized to me for.
Karina denied everything. She insisted Houston was much younger than her and claimed there were nothing romantic between them. Houston was also interrogated.
Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to really cut to the chase because
Social media. I started law enforcement like 25 years ago. Yeah, social media and Facebook and all that nonsense. And now that we do, every time something happens, everybody's on the internet. Why your name came up is Ryan Cooper died. See, and so Ryan Cooper died, and one of the first, I don't know, in the first hour, someone said, "Hey, we heard that Karina is having an affair with Houston." So that's why you're here, okay? Yeah. The rumor that's going around is Ryan, or you and Karina were Snapchatting. Did that actually happen at some point?
Yeah. You know, she watched my kids a couple times when I was in a bench. And then it fucking, you know how small towns talk, you know.
Exactly.
Houston's kids are over at Karina's. He's fucking nailing her, you know.
Yeah.
And then, yeah. I'll put it this way. I'll completely dumb it down. So, like, with me and Karina, the hard thing with all that rumor being spread is I was literally sitting there like I would say, a gay best friend. I was having, you know, me and my baby mama split up, okay? I was getting my hair cut by Karina, and I have 2 kids, you know.
Right.
She loves kids, whatever, and she always told me, you know, if you're ever in a pinch, hey, you know, I don't have a problem watching your kids, whatever.
And then you described it as what, your gay friend, or how do you describe it?
The best way I can put it is, yeah, just a gay best friend, you know.
Yeah, so...
like when everybody around Traer was saying, oh, you know, Houston's nailing her or whatever, I'm sitting there like, nope,
He denied any affair as well, describing Karina as nothing more than his gay best friend. He claimed he was home the night of the murder, but couldn't prove it. With no hard evidence, both were released. Once again, investigators hit a wall. Weeks passed, then months. 4 months after Ryan's murder, there were still no answers. A $17,000 reward was offered. The family kept pushing for justice.
Today marks 2 years since the death of Ryan Cooper in Tama County. 2 years later, there are still few answers. The second anniversary of his death falls on Father's Day. Family was important to him. He was a devoted dad to 4 kids.
We miss him. We miss that he is missing these lifetime moments, the Father's Day.
2 years later, the investigations remained open but stagnant. Meanwhile, Karina moved on with her 3 children. She received $500,000 from Ryan's life insurance. Using that money, she opened 2 businesses in town. Those close to her said she seemed different, emotionally distant, like something inside her had gone dark. Eventually, investigators discovered the gun that once belonged to Houston Danker in the possession of one of his friends. Ballistics testing confirmed it. This was a weapon that killed Ryan Cooper. The friend testified that Houston gave him the gun after moving in with a new girlfriend. Houston was arrested immediately, so was Karina Cooper. Investigators seized Karina's phone and recovered all Snapchat messages she had deleted. What they found was shocking. The rumors were true. Karina and Houston were having an affair, but it didn't stop there. The messages revealed that Ryan's murder was planned. Even after Ryan's death, Karina and Houston stayed together. They grew closer. Karina called Houston her husband and the replacement father to her kids. She referred to her children as our kids. They exchanged explicit messages too graphic to read aloud. And then, the messages from the night of the murder. Karina had lied about being asleep. Houston texted her, "More than anything, okay babe, phone going down. Send me something after I leave your home so I can open it later, deal?" He wanted proof, something to fake his alibi. Another message. "Remember those casing. Remember those. No ifs, ands, or buts." Investigators also found Houston's Google searches. How to possibly get away with a murder, how to delete Snapchat data, best way to kill somebody with no way for anyone to find out. Karina's phone showed activity up till an hour before the murder, including movement around the house. Houston's phone pinged near Karina's home at the exact time of the crime. This was more than enough. Investigators believed this is what happened. Houston arrived at the house. Karina opened the door for him. The dog never barked. They walked into the living room where Ryan was sleeping. Karina took the gun from Houston. She shot Ryan twice in the face. No hesitation, no mercy. She handed the gun back to Houston. He left. After waiting a short time, Karina called Aaron, then 911. In February 2024, Karina Cooper was arrested and charged with first-degree murder. She pleaded not guilty. Houston Denker was also charged with first-degree murder. Karina's trial began on July 1, 2025. Prosecutors argued that Karina let Houston into the house, took the gun, and killed her husband herself. But the defense pushed back hard, placing all the blame on Houston. They claimed he manipulated her, controlled her, and pulled her into a fantasy world.
Houston Denker. Houston Denker. Houston Denker killed Ryan Cooper. Houston Denker shot Ryan Cooper in the face. Houston Denker solicited Karina. Houston Denker manipulated Karina. Houston Denker lured Karina. Houston Denker had Karina living in a dream world. Houston Denker killed Ryan Cooper. Karina Cooper was in a dream world, and then it became real, and then she was in too deep. She did not want her husband dead. She did not want his life insurance.
They argued that the messages didn't prove she intended to kill Ryan. They claimed she never wanted the insurance money and that it remains for the children. They also said Houston threatened her after the murder, warning her he would kill her if she told anyone.
You continue to lie to law enforcement for years.
I did. I was also being threatened by Houston for over a year and a half afterwards.
What was he threatening you with?
Beginning in September so it'd be September of 2021, he started sending me Snapchats that he knew where I was at. The first one, everybody's been talking about shops, how many of our friends have shops. Some friends of ours, Ethan and Abby Charlie, have a shop in town. He does air conditioning and heating work. We had been at Chris and Ashton's house, the kids and I, and we went into their shop, and the kids were all playing. We were having a few drinks, and while we were all there, I got a Snapchat from Houston that I was now screwing Ethan Charlie and Chris Wilson, and I would screw anything that moved and took care of me because we were there. That was the first of them, and then there were several after. One time he sent me a Snapchat describing what I was wearing when I went out to do cow chores that morning.
But prosecutors dismantled that narrative. They showed evidence that Karina lied repeatedly, manipulated the crime scene, and coordinated closely with Houston. The message about the shell casing, the phone activity, the timing of the calls. This wasn't fear. This was planning. After hours of deliberations, the jury found Karina Cooper guilty of first-degree murder. She was sentenced to life in prison without parole. In August 2025, Houston Denker pleaded guilty to first-degree murder. By October 2025, he too was sentenced to life without parole. Justice finally had caught up. One final update. Ryan's family is working to reclaim the life insurance money. Under Iowa law, no one who unlawfully causes a death can benefit from that insurance. After Ryan's murder, Karina and Houston eventually broke up. They went their separate ways. Ryan lost his life for nothing. A hard-working father, a loving husband, because of a moment of selfish desire and blind hatred. Tell me, do you think Ryan finally received the justice he deserved? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and see you next time.